We always suspected that the breakup between Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey was not random. And now we are finding out that the person who made sure they would never, ever get back together was Diddy. Allegedly. Diddy sent Michael a freak-off tape of Lori Harvey after finding out that he dated Cassie. Honey, in case you are wondering whether there are actually tapes of Lori from the freak-offs, may I bring to your attention that Diddy's ex, Gina, specifically confirmed that she saw X-rated photos of Diddy and Lori on Diddy's phone.
He had shown me a picture of me and him, the first pic that we ever took, and I was like, you should save that as your screensaver. So he was like, I don't know how. So I was trying to show him, and I saved the picture to his photo album on his phone, and then I clicked on the photo album to set it as a screensaver, and I saw a picture of him and Lori, the same exact pose.
What do you mean?
I mean, the same exact pose that he took with me.
Okay.
And he did the same with Lori.
Were they clothed or not?
No.
They weren't clothed?
No.
Lori Harvey.
So, if we are talking about some X-rated footage of Lori from the FOs, high chances are they exist. But the question is, why would Diddy send them to MBJ considering they dated Lori at completely different times? Allegedly, it has a lot to do with Mikey dating Cassie when she was on one of her breaks with Diddy, and Diddy allegedly sent those tapes to spite him and to silence him. Well, word on the street is that Michael B. Jordan also has quite a bit that he needs to let off his chest, including an alleged pregnancy Lori had with Diddy that was handled privately. I hope you are seated, loves, because it's messy. Now, for starters, we can all agree that the whole 50-year-old Diddy and 22-year-old Lori romance was just creepy from the jump, especially since they started being seen together only a few months after Kim Porter passed away. Someone Lori literally called Mama Kim in her own Instagram tributes. And despite their team saying it was just a platonic friendship to help Diddy grieve, Diddy and Lori were spotted everywhere from music festivals to strip clubs, and even on a family vacation to Italy with Steve and Marjorie. At one point, there were even rumors that Lori was pregnant with Diddy's baby, and they fueled the rumors themselves when on a 2019 trip to Mexico, photos circulated of Diddy touching Lori's stomach very suggestively, and Diddy even appeared to rub it while looking underneath her top. Now, ask yourself this. Why was Steve Harvey, who presents himself as a relationship expert, very comfortable with his daughter dating Diddy, given their long history and Diddy's reputation? Is it possible that he was holding something over their heads? Like a freak-off tape of Lori, for instance? Or the truth about a pregnancy that had to be handled privately? I mean, we even had someone like Jaguar recently calling out Steve and Marjorie Harvey for being all in on the industry's habit of sweeping things under the rug, and she used Lori Harvey's past as the main example. According to Jag, there's no way the Harveys didn't know exactly what was going down in Diddy's world, and she thinks they just turned a blind eye because they wanted to keep their elite status and protect their brand. She actually finds it a joke that they'd claim ignorance, especially since Lori was out in public with both Diddy and his son Justin. In Jag's eyes, that wasn't just a normal dating life. It was a total red flag for a much weirder dynamic that she claims the Harveys basically signed off on by staying quiet. And now that everyone's distancing themselves from Diddy, Jag is having a field day mocking their silence, and she thinks it's hilarious that they're suddenly acting like they weren't part of that circle at all.
If Lori Harvey was hanging out, and it's kind of weird, the whole relationship with Justin looks weird. He looks like Mini-Me with Dr. Evil. It's weird. Why are there people? Why is there sexual behavior going on? And why are people naked in front of their kids, G? Doing all kinds of stuff.
Honestly, that entire relationship never made sense at all, unless there was blackmail involved. And now, based on reports, we are finding out that the sudden 2022 breakup between MBJ and Lori wasn't due to different life stages, as their PR teams claimed. Instead, it was allegedly because Diddy sent MBJ a freak-off tape featuring Lori Harvey. See, Cassie mentioned in her court testimony that she and MBJ had a brief fling after she found out Diddy was cheating on her. Apparently, as Cassie's legal team began building their case, which started much earlier than we thought, Diddy allegedly wanted to ensure that MBJ, who had intimate knowledge of Cassie's struggles during their 2015 fling, would not testify or support her, so he sent the tape. Basically, by showing Jordan a graphic or compromising video of his then-girlfriend with his former rival, Diddy effectively destroyed the relationship and reclaimed dominance over both of them. Allegedly. This is why, shortly after the split, MBJ was spotted at an NBA game looking visibly distraught and dead inside, which fans at the time found unusual for a standard breakup. At the time, MBJ and Lori also instantly unfollowed each other and deleted every single trace of their 2-year relationship within hours. Then, MBJ later made a public "her loss" comment during a performance, which many interpreted as him finally processing the betrayal he felt after discovering whatever led to the split. Of course, people also had a lot of questions, because that relationship with Michael B. Jordan was the only relationship that made sense, since Lori's relationship with Memphis Depay. Reportedly, even Lori's dad, Steve Harvey, secretly wished that Lori would get back together with Michael B. Jordan. Lori was reportedly on thin ice with Steve after the future situationship, and she used Michael to get back into good graces, because Michael is the most refined guy she dated since Memphis Depay, and at least had a decent Hollywood reputation compared to the others. According to sources, the relationship between the two was supposed to restore Lori's dignity, and it kinda worked when they were together, which is why Steve allegedly secretly wished that Lori would get back together with Michael. Well, there were a bunch of reasons that were floated about why they broke up, including the allegation that the real reason why they broke up is that Michael prefers his milk white. Yes, Michael had been accused before of dating only white girls, or light-skinned black girls, and it was actually a surprise when he dated Lori. But then, after breaking up, he apparently moved right back to his type. In fact, just a day after Michael and Lori Harvey announced to People magazine that they were splitting up, he was spotted out in Hollywood with a woman fans described as a Kardashian-looking white girl. A Twitter user who claimed they went to the same Hollywood gym as Michael said he was spotted at the gym with a pretty brunette who they described as Kardashian-looking, which is basically a white girl with black hair, an olive complexion, and extraordinarily large and fake body parts. There was also the possibility that they broke up because for Lori, the relationship was strictly transactional, just like it was with other men. I mean, before Michael B. Jordan, Lori was romantically linked to Abu Tiam, the brother of Akon, and there was also Damson Idris at some point. Towards the end of 2019, Lori was also dating Future, and they celebrated the new year together, before officially confirming their romance the following January with a loved-up vacation in Jamaica for Lori's 23rd birthday. Before that, there was P. Diddy, and they were pictured together numerous times in Italy, Mexico, New York City, and Atlanta during their alleged romance. As rumors of Lori's relationship with Diddy began bubbling, another rumor started circulating online that Lori used to date Diddy's son, Justin Combs. In 2018, Lori also dated Trey Songz, and very shortly after her split with Trey Songz, Lori was reportedly spotted making out with F1 champion Lewis Hamilton at a party over Super Bowl weekend in 2019. Then, like I said, in January 2016, Lori also dated Dutch football player Memphis Depay, and they even got engaged in June 2017. So, yeah, it's possible things ended with MBJ because Lori simply can't keep a man. On the other hand, there were also rumors that the relationship ended because it was strictly for PR. But if word on the street is anything to go by, it's possible that the breakup may have been because Michael B. Jordan received the footage of Lori at the freakoffs, and he couldn't get over it. See, other than Diddy's ex Gina confirming that she saw controversial photos of Lori, we know that Lori wore white nail polish in photos with Diddy, which we found to be significant after Cassie's lawsuit revealed Diddy allegedly forced her to wear white polish during specific sessions to contrast the bodies of the black men. Now imagine getting footage of your girlfriend at high-end hotels across the United States and in Diddy's homes dressed up in lingerie for a freak-off, with baby oil all over her body and in white nail polish to contrast her nails with the skin of the black men Diddy hired to have hookups with her. And guess what? Diddy recorded everything. Actually, based on what Cassie said, she would delete videos and photos from these incidents that had been shot on her phone, but Diddy told her he still had access to those videos. And on a flight, he once made her watch a video she thought she had deleted. Just imagine being arguably the biggest, most respected young actor in Hollywood, thinking you found the one, only to be hit with graphic, compromising footage sent by your former rival, a man who was once your girlfriend's lover and the partner of another ex you genuinely cared for. This could explain exactly why Michael B. Jordan looked so dead inside and traumatized in the weeks that followed, because it wasn't just a breakup, it was a deep, calculated violation of his trust and his public dignity. Well, allegedly, Michael B. Jordan wants to finally get back, and he allegedly has tea on how that 2019 pregnancy was handled quietly to protect the reputations of both Diddy and the Harvey family, especially given Steve Harvey's family man brand. See, during their 2-year relationship, it's highly likely Lori shared intimate details of her past with Diddy, and if he learned the truth about a covered-up pregnancy or a settlement involving Diddy, he would essentially hold the key to a scandal that could ruin Steve's entire career, which is built on relationship advice and moral standing, and tarnish Diddy's reputation even further and finally get back at him. Okay, I know you are also wondering, what does Michael have to gain by exposing this? The thing is, he was being pressured into a bad guy role by the Harveys' PR machine, and exposing the messy truth of Lori's past with Diddy shifts the blame. It would prove that he wasn't just not ready for commitment, or he didn't want to be with a dark-complexioned girl, but that he was actually webbed into an industry-wide cycle of secrets and lies. Let's look at it as a leave me alone insurance for him, just in case there's still something we don't know about what may have transpired when he dated Cassie. Who knows? Maybe there's already something brewing on the horizon, considering how much the Harveys are back on our timelines. And maybe there's more he may have gotten from Lori and Cassie about Diddy when he dated them. I mean, it's crazy, but you let me know what you think about MBJ holding on to this piece of information for this long in the comments section below.